Hey guys, Todd here with huge news for the Great Escape Farms Homestead. So with COVID-19 that happened in 2020 and all the cutbacks and everything, my IT company that I worked for, which is where I spent most of my time, had a cutback, and in that they decided to offer early retirement, and fortunately I qualified and I accepted that. So as of October of 2020, I am officially retired from my full-time gig. Now I still have the three businesses. I have a real estate business, I have Great Escape Farms, which does the video production as well as future egg and produce production, and then I have Great Escape Nursery where we sell plants. So I have plenty to keep me busy, but that's good news for all of us because I will get a lot more videos out and hopefully blog posts and a lot more information and hopefully grow the entire enterprise at this point, and hopefully you guys will benefit from that with the information I can share and go from there. With that, let me move on to a 2021 winter update here and some of the things that we've been doing. So one of the things coming up here is we're moving into chickens, or not moving into them, but we're going to start a chicken operation. So we have 16 chicks on order, and we're going to show you how to make a brooder and put all that together, and our chicken tractors, and eventually a chicken coop once we come up with a permanent place for them. So all of that will be coming in the future. Let's see, I'm working on a fence here in between blizzard. You can see around here we have constant snow here this year. It's really unusual. Last year we didn't get any snow in West Virginia, and this year plenty of it. It seems like every single week we get 2 snowstorms. So with that, let me show you some of the other projects we have going on or have recently done around the homestead here. So another one of the projects I've been working on, I actually contracted out to have a guy come in and put in a new fence for me. My posts were given out. So a 4-foot high field fence, and just in the front yard I had the boards put on to match everything else up and down the street. The exciting part though is, and hopefully you can see this, is the deer fence that's going up here. So this kit right here going across this way was put in, I put it in, but I ordered it from a company called Deer Busters, and I'll be doing a product review on those, but they're kind of expensive, and I found that I can do the system myself, and I'm going to be doing that down here. You can see I already have the posts in, and these are chain link fence posts that I cut some, or not cut, but I put some holes in up there, down there, and I put some in up here that I'll be running some high tensile wire through, and then I can attach with hog rings and stuff like that the fence. And I found the fence on Amazon. It's called 10X Pet Fence, and it's very strong, and I don't need it to hold out bears or anything, just to deter the deers from jumping in, and just the fact that it's there, they won't jump over that or try to get through it or anything. It's going to be 8 foot high, which is too high for them to jump over. So that should work fine for me. Let's see, I do have, or I will have in the coming months, product reviews on the Deer Busters fence right there. Also, let me come back, this gate right here, and I forget who I ordered the gate from, name escapes me right now, but I'll be doing a product review on them. I have some granny gates, we call them 4-foot gates. I have 12-foot gates, and down there in the driveway I also have an 18-foot gate. So lots of gates around, new gates around, and I really like those. So those will work out well with the new higher fence. And let's see, I'll be doing a how-to video on how to put one of these together right here, which is a homemade deer fence back here. And in that, hopefully I'll have all the pricing gathered up so I can give you an idea of what that runs, just adding that on top. So one other video to come, I actually built this in 2020, but it's rain gutters put on boards here with dirt in it, and we have strawberries in here. So I've had the video together for quite a while on how to put one of these together. I'm kind of waiting right now to see how well the strawberries come out in the springtime, which will be a solid year since they've been in. So they do look a little browner than I'm used to, but I still see some green in here, so I think they'll come back okay. I'm standing here right in front of the home gym, so I already put the video on that out. I made that in 2020, so a chin-up bar and a dip bar and leg raise and calves and stuff like that. So you can check out the how-to on that. So not all of my homestead projects are outside. I've been doing a bathroom remodel here, and I've been at a stopping point for over a month now. I've redone wiring. I have some of the sheetrock up, but I'm waiting on a tub to come in here, and I have to get the plumbing roughed in before the tile goes in, before I can finish the sheetrock, before I can nail down all of the electric and get everything up to code here. And I've been fighting with Home Depot for a month now trying to get my tub in. So still working on that. Once the tub comes in, things will move along here. So while this project has been sitting on hold, I've been working on other stuff. Let me take a run into the kitchen here. And let's see, I added a Lazy Susan up here on top. We just had 3 shelves in here before, and it was very, very difficult to find spices and stuff, so I added that. I already have a video out on that. Next up, I just received, skip over sideways here, just received this LED grow light system, and because we just moved, I don't have a full room to start my plants. So I do have a room next door at the guest place, but the room is used for guests and people helping out here on the farm, so I have to have it mobile. So what I did is I bought a wire rack system that's on wheels, and I'll mount the grow lights on the rack itself, so that way when we have folks that need the room, I can actually wheel it out of the spare bedroom and put it into the office, and that will allow us to both grow the plants as well as use the spare room there. So I will go ahead and put together a video on that, on how to put the system together and how well it works. So you'll see at least one, probably a couple different videos coming on that. Another thing is all of my outlets on the second floor here, the ground was not working. I put in a tester and the ground wasn't working. So what I found is they just cut the ground wires in all the outlets. So I had to go through and open up all the outlets and connect the ground up. And I did put together a very detailed video on that, but I decided I'm not going to post that, because if you don't know what you're doing with electricity, you can kill yourself. So I will put out a smaller video of how to test it and see if there's an issue, and recommend that if you need to do something inside an outlet, that if you don't know what you're doing, to call an electrician, because I don't want to be the one to show somebody how to do something, have them mess it up and hurt themselves. For those of you that follow us, Murphy says he hasn't been in a video in a while, so he wanted a picture of him. Anyhow, we're in the basement. So one of the other things I did is we painted the wood stove here. It was a nasty green and very worn, so it looks a little better right now. And we just had Durarock back behind the wood stove here, so we put in something called Airstone, and I still have a couple little gaps to fill and a little bit of work to do on it, but for the most part it's done and it actually looks fairly decent. So unfortunately I didn't do a how-to video on that. That's one thing that I have a lot of things that after the fact I think about, and that would have been a good one, but too late this time. So this video has taken several weeks to shoot from beginning to end, just because my primary focus has been getting the deer fence up and doing a couple other things around here. So I actually did complete 2 days ago the deer fence, and as you can see, the snow has for the most part melted. I still have a couple little banks here and there. However, we're getting an inch of rain today and then more tonight. So flood watches and warnings all around the area up. So seems to always be something around here. Anyhow, in the field area here, some of the things coming up this spring and summer, I have, 60 blueberry plants coming in. I have several different types of elderberry varieties coming in. I'm moving into the European varieties as well. I've mainly just been in the American varieties of elderberry. I have a permaculture design for this whole area here, and I plan on putting swales in, and I have the spillways designed and everything there. So I need to try to get as much of that done as I can. And because I fenced off in the back wooded area there, I have some other things I'm going to be doing in there. I'm going to put in some bog plants down here where this pond is, and I have gray water that's feeding into that. So lots of plans for down there. I plan on putting a hugelkultur mound over there where I had cut down a number of trees where we put the deer fence up. And let's see, planning on mushroom logs and eventually getting into bees. So lots and lots of plans here on the farm. Oh, one other thing I desperately need to do is extend we call this building right here the lean-to. I need to extend that out by at least another 2 bays to put all my farm implements. You can see I have one back in the field there. That would be my post hole digger, and I have other things just strewn throughout the yard just to protect them a little bit and try to take care of what we have here. And I figure I'd just do one last parting shot of the homestead outside here. Get past this column here. And lots of projects, lots of work going on constantly around here. But I tell you what, it's a lot more fun than sitting behind a desk and working behind a desk all the time. So that's it for this video. Please consider subscribing to our channel, following us on Odyssey, and you can certainly help us out financially by clicking on the Amazon link below and then shopping as you normally do. It takes you to the Amazon homepage and doesn't cost you one bit more, but it certainly helps us pay for some of the bills around here of putting the videos and stuff like that together. Thank you very much and have a great day.